So here we go, here's my review of the brand new Ova8 water-fed pole. So I've really been trying to work it hard, really put it to the test. This pole's been around for a while, but the clamps used to do up and undo and be positioned on the side. So this brand new version's been completely reworked. So the clamps are now on the top, and that makes them really nice to use. And the quality of them has been upgraded as well. There's been a massive leap in the development of it. The result is fantastic. It looks a really great pole, and I really love the way it looks. It's really slick, looks really smart. I'm about 6'4", so the pole closes down to just a bit taller than me. Must be maybe 6'5", 6'6". So of course, what the main feature about it is its anti-spin. So because of the oval shape, there's much less chance of any spinning happening, any movement in the pole. It really does feel nice in the hand, and it's been really great to work with. Richard Everingham, he was saying that in the manufacture of the pole, it has to be manufactured in a slightly different way compared to a round pole, which is what has given it this kind of texture down the pole. And that is actually, you know, maybe it's a happy accident, but I find that a really nice feature of the pole, that it kind of gives you a bit of extra grip on the pole. The clamps are not working as hard as on a circular pole. The clamps only really need to hold the sections from going in and out, so they don't need to be done up very tightly at all, which makes them really, really easy to operate, and they just flick open and close like that so quickly and easily. Richard Everingham gave me the new clamps. I just changed them over really easily with a little Allen key, so they're not glued on, you can just swap them over, and that was really straightforward. Been really pleased with that. Highlights the attention to detail that's gone into the making of them, and it's been really nice to use. Another really great little feature, just a really nice little idea. Each of the little adjusting bolts there, I'll just take one apart to show you, has little teeth. So as you're using the pole, you know, in and out of the van and then through use, they can work their way loose. Because of the little teeth, it just helps lock them in place. That clever little simple idea just really helps to make a difference. Great feature of the pole is this gooseneck at the top. The oval shape is carried on right through the gooseneck, right to the brush head. That just means that for every brush you use, you'll just have to put this unique attachment on, much like this, and it's really easy to unscrew and screw the attachment on, so that you can easily change the brush head. And it's got this really great quick release, so you just pinch it, and the quick release means that you can just change the brush head really quickly and easily, like so. Gooseneck, you know, it just changes there. You can just adjust that really nice and easily to whatever angle you need it. Now what I love about it is these first two sections are so small and thin that all the weight is then in the bottom of the pole. The pole weighs in about 1.7 kilograms, and this is the T40 model. You can tell it's the T40 because of this little gold overlay it's got at the bottom there. So this is the premium quality carbon pole. Now that also doubles up as a little indicator that you've got the pole fully extended, so you know that there's a nice overlap within the pole section there, and that's the maximum you should extend it. So the fact that it's really thin and small and so light, those top sections, mean that I found it really good for getting into those tight places. You know, it's one thing when you're able to be square onto the window, there's no issues there, you're not really putting your equipment very much to the test in that situation, but not every window is as straightforward like that. So I found throwing it into those awkward situations where there's an awkward window there that you can't necessarily get to straight on, that's where it really comes into its own, because you put demands on it and it stands up to those demands. There's no twisting, and it's so light you can shove it into those tight spaces really nicely, so I really like it for that. You can position the uni valve at the bottom of the second section, and then you can use it just the same way as you normally would. It might just mean a slightly different way of working, adjusting the way you work. Now, another great thing about this pole, you'll notice, is at the bottom there's no kind of bumper or buffer at the bottom. It's just like that. Now, I think you can buy a bumper to go on there as an accessory. I'm a little bit concerned that that's going to get a bit battered, but it's okay. It's not really a problem. It's not damaging the carbon fibre in any way. Each section of the pole is finished in exactly the same way, like that. So are doing some work and you're not using the full length of the pole for any reason, and you know you're not going to want to that day, what you can do is just take those apart, and then I've got 4 sections there. I can just use the four sections, and you see the pole's finished in exactly the same way. And that then is so light to use. When I've been using the pole, and I found it really good on domestic work, but when we're going maybe 3rd story and a bit higher, I found there has been quite a bit of flex in the pole. If you're doing a lot of 3rd story or higher, about 25 to 30 foot, I would recommend really using a HiMod pole. I believe there is a HiMod version of this available, which I'd be really interested to try. But when you've got it fully extended, I've had it fully extended a few times, and there's just too much flex there for me. I find it, a HiMod gives you much more control over the brush head with what you're doing, a lot less fatigue when you're using it as well. So I would just look out for that. Being able to go up to 30 foot is great to have that option. You're using all 6 sections together, and you come across just the odd 1 or 2 windows where you need to extend it that far, then it's great to have that capability. Another concern just to watch out for is the gooseneck there sits into an oval shape in the top there. So I can't use it with some of the other accessories that I like to use. If I want to put, obviously a squeegee on there, I can't do that with this pole. So that's just a little concern to look out for. I think they're going to be bringing out some different attachments to use with it, so that you do have those options. But on the whole, I think this is a fantastic pole. It's been really fantastic to use it, and there's some really great ideas in it. So brilliant. I hope you find the review helpful. The Ova8. Check out the other videos on my channel. You can see a video of me using the Ova8 pole in different circumstances. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.